the Alberta Council of Technologies presents feature keynote Ian Hill, May 15th at 2:50 p.m. Watch live at bestofanalytics.com. Humanitarian, award-winning business leader, and social innovator, these are some of the words that are often used when referring to Ian Hill. Whether running a multi-million-dollar business with over 1,000 employees, engaging in innovative venture capital projects, spearheading first-of-their-kind, life-changing community projects, Ian Hill has been recognized for being one of North America's foremost agents of change. Today, Ian is sought out by business and government entities large and small to be a catalyst to positive change, improving employee productivity and organizational effectiveness. This extends to increasing the profitability and the social impact of corporations and public entities. Hundreds of organizations and thousands of individuals have benefited from Ian's leadership programming. In Alberta, Ian has assisted some 75 communities through his programs, philanthropy, and efforts.
Well, we're in a wrap-up, Ian. We've just had 3 very, very exciting days on analytics, big data, and cloud. And I am so delighted to have been able to wrap the conference up with an inspirational, transformational speaker such as yourself.
Thank you very much.
So you've been in Alberta before?
Oh, I've been in Alberta a lot, right? I'm here every couple of weeks with business interests here, and I think more importantly, I've come to love the place through our philanthropic endeavors across the province. It's a special place unlike any other place I've been in the world. It has an incredible find-a-way, make-a-way attitude in its DNA from its beginning. And now, today, there's people from every country on the planet in this place.
That was a point you made before the group today. I don't think we often think about it. I think many of us, I came here 50 years ago now, still think about this as Alberta being the place that we were born or raised in. And now it is truly multicultural.
Very much
and so we're on a global stage, not just because we've got a multicultural population, we've got product, wheat, meat, oil, gas, fiber, and timber, and we feed the world, and they know we're here.
Yeah, I think, the word Alberta is on every lip of anybody who's doing economic development on any global level all over the world. And that provides a tremendous opportunity. But I also think, as I said earlier today, I think it provides a tremendous responsibility. What are we going to do with all that chance that we have?
Well, I think you helped us lift our heads up, because in the course of the last 15, 20 years, I witnessed an infection has emerged in Alberta, and it isn't pine beetle. It's called, in my words, it's called the busy bee. And when you have the busy bee infection, you have your head down. And when someone greets you and say, "How are you?" you say, "I'm busy. How are you?" You don't even say, "How are you?" So that infection is very insular, inward, nouveau riche. People believe they have the world on their tail. But the reality is, in many ways, we got lucky. We do work hard, but do we see the future? Do we understand the risks of being so totally immersed in harvesting while the sun is shining?
That's right. And at least in my experience, and as you know, I've been to some, close to 80 Albertan communities at this point. I think that the hardworking, committed, dedicated Albertan longs for the opportunity to create something special. I think that decision makers, policy makers, corporate leaders have to create environments where that human capital can be unleashed. There is something special here, and it's not just the oil in the ground or in the sand. And there is something special here, and it's not just the timber and the mining opportunity or the cattle or the farmers. It's the people.
That building of relationships, which is part of the agricultural...
the agrarian background.
That's our background.
That's right.
And yet I think we've got a little lost in our urban environment and our rush to prosperity, that the building of relationships, as I put it, knowledge without relationships has no value, is, I think you just said it's very important that our future is to be found in our relationships.
It is. And it's what built Alberta for the last 150 years, and it's what will build Alberta for the next 150 years. And I think, you have to stop and ask yourself, there are some other places that all kinds of people go to seek prosperity.
Sure.
So what is it about this place? Well, certainly the natural beauty, certainly the opportunity is significant. But I do think it is something about the people. I know that's what changed me. I know that's what endeared me to the place. I know that the love, the kindness, the strength, the respect, the dignity that I found when I met the people of Alberta, that's what made the place special to me. And I think if we, in our drive of expediency to get things done quicker and faster, if we leave that relational piece behind, it's to our detriment.
It's to recognize that is a strength that we maybe are not capitalizing enough on. One of the earlier interviews, the fellow spontaneously said almost the same thing. He said, I find Alberta friendly. And in our rush, if we retained that capacity to be friendly and welcoming, then we got a chance. Because it isn't just this, it's the handshake.
Well, let's be honest now, and anyone that's watching that's an entrepreneur knows this. For my company to be successful, I have to clearly articulate my differentiating factors. Is that intellectual property? Is it my processes? Is it the strength of my management team? What's the differentiating factor that makes me worthy of investment? One of the differentiating factors of Alberta is what you just said, the people, the friendliness, that rugged individualism. So if we leave that behind, we leave behind a competitive advantage. We must hold on to that differentiating factor. And a lot of times, and I love that analogy of the busy bee.
Sure.
A lot of times we get so focused on the doing, we forget about what makes us special.
Which takes us to another point that is critical to success of an early stage startup, but maybe for leadership at a provincial level, is to keep in mind the mission.
Oh yeah, mission drift is a killer, isn't it?
So when people are busy, the question I ask is, at what? Do you think you gave value today because you were busy? Did you make a contribution toward the mission? Do you know why this company exists? Have you built a relationship? Have you broken one?
That's right.
And it's a form of accountability, but accountability can be in numbers, and compatibility can be whether or not I am building relationships with this organization.
Absolutely. I said it earlier, a differentiating factor worthy of investment is the why. Why are we doing this? And we can look at a lot of different economic engines in our lifetime and before. When they started to lose the noble and honorable endeavor that they were on, that's when they started their decline.
Well, and that's what we talk about ethics. It's bottom line. It's not about your knowledge, your product. It's how you deliver, what your service line. Now, I'm going to ask a personal question.
Sure.
And you're away from home a fair amount.
I am.
Yeah, you've got family?
I do. I have a 22-year-old who is enjoying the fruits of Alberta as a chemical engineer.
So he works here?
She works here. She's a chemical engineer for Schlumberger, working in the oil fields and areas of Fort McMurray and the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo. And she just got done doing some winter projects.
Exciting.
And made a ton of money. And then I have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Good family.
And it's a wonderful family. Often they do travel with me, and we have made a commitment that the last 5 summers, we spend at least 3 to 5 weeks in Alberta.
Quality time.
Yeah, Waterton Park, Canmore, and then this year, good old Pigeon Lake.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tourism Alberta.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
We look forward to the next time.
Thank you.
Join the conversation next year as more cities become data-driven. Become a community partner. Contact us at info@abctech.ca.